Good morning. It's Friday, June 29th, and the Board of County Commissioners met earlier this week on Tuesday. They had 16 items on their agenda. The two items on the approval agenda were both related to the budget. Of course, we're getting ready to close out our fiscal year on June 30th and open our new fiscal year on July 1st, so it's no surprise that budget items would be topics of discussion and they would kind of dominate the agenda. Also on that agenda, we had some employee recognitions. April Sosa over in the assessor's office celebrating 15 years with Doña County. We marked that milestone with her, along with several employees who are celebrating 5 years with the county. So we hope that they have a great time at their recognition ceremony, and we invite you to watch that. If you want to go onto the website, all of our videos are posted of our meetings, and you can catch the most recent one on the website as well. Today is a pretty critical deadline day in a lot of ways. If you're interested in serving on our Housing Authority Board, today is the last day for you to apply. You have until 5 p.m. to submit that letter of interest, 3 letters of reference, and a current resume to Janine Divyak in the Community Development Department. She's going to put together all those applications, and then they'll go before the Board of County Commissioners at an upcoming meeting, and they'll make their selection for that open seat. Today's also the last day to get caught up on delinquent property taxes. It's actually tomorrow, but we won't be open on Saturday. So today is really the last day that you can do it through the Treasurer's Office. And the reason that's so important, although the rules are a little different for real property and mobile homes, it's really important that you don't get onto the state's rolls for going on to an auction. And although the rules, as I said, are different, if you're 2 years or more behind on real property, or if you are immediately delinquent on mobile homes, the state can put your property up onto those auction rolls. You don't want that to happen. So call the Treasurer's Office if you have any questions. They'll be happy to walk you through it. Also, Project Home, we got that wonderful grant that allowed us to operate 7 days a week throughout this month. That's going to wrap up on Saturday, on June 30th. And so what we're asking people to do is today or tomorrow, if you've had a little bit too much to drink at the bar, call 524-TAXI for a deeply discounted ride home. And remember that in July and August and going forward, we're going to continue that program, but it'll only be on Fridays, Saturdays, and on holidays. Tomorrow, the farmer's market, it's supposed to be a beautiful day. Temperatures are going to be a little bit lower finally. We'll get maybe below these triple digits. And so if you're out at the farmer's market at the north end from 8 to noon, the Animal Services Center of the Mesilla Valley will be set up for off-site pet adoptions. They've also got off-site pet adoptions tomorrow from 10 to 1 at Petco and at Barnett Harley-Davidson. So lots of opportunities to get pet to bring into your home forever. And Buster is the pet of the week. What a cute dog this guy is. I'm sure he's going to find a home this weekend as well. And speaking of our friends at the Animal Services Center of the Mesilla Valley, Clint Thacker and his staff did a tremendous job of putting together a grant application to PetSmart Charities. And we got notified earlier this week that they received that grant for $77,000. That's going to allow them to tear down a fairly dilapidated building behind the shelter. It's a temporary building. Tear that down, put in a new concrete slab, and build a new infirmary area for animals that are recovering from various issues at the shelter and get them healthy again so that we can get them adopted out. So kudos to the staff and the management of the Animal Services in the Mesilla Valley for pulling in that grant. And of course, the big news for next week is Happy Independence Day. It's July 4th. And so county offices will be closed on Wednesday, and we won't be doing a county update next week because I'm going to take some time off after the holiday as well. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. But while we're talking about the 4th of July, let's also talk about fireworks. The areas of the unincorporated areas in the county and the city of Las Cruces operate under what's called the Safe and Sane fireworks menu, which basically means if it flies in the air or makes a loud noise, it's not legal. So what you want to do, although you can buy the full range of fireworks in Hatch, Mesilla, and Anthony, you can only use them in those areas legally. So if you buy your fireworks in those areas, make sure that you use them in those areas where they're legal. If you're going to be using fireworks in the city of Las Cruces or in the unincorporated areas of Doña County, please use the Safe and Sane. And please make sure you've got a water source nearby. You need to exercise all kinds of caution with fireworks anyway, but when we're as dry as we are now, we've already got a fire. It's not caused by fireworks, but we've got a big fire burning on the San Augustine Pass. That's because of the conditions are so ripe for fire. So please be careful. Make sure you have a water source. Make sure kids aren't using the fireworks. And in fact, if you'd like a really comprehensive list of all the do's and don'ts and safety tips, it's available on our website. Check that out. It'll tell you what you can and can't legally possess in the unincorporated areas of Doña County, and it'll also give you some great safety tips from our Fire and Emergency Services Department. Our Fire and Emergency Services personnel, along with Doña County Sheriff's deputies, will be out in force throughout the holiday. They're going to be enforcing those fireworks laws. If you're caught with unauthorized fireworks, they can be confiscated and you can be fined. So please make sure you're using the right stuff in the right areas. Also, don't drink and drive. The Sheriff's Department will be conducting saturation patrols and checkpoints on the holiday and throughout the month of July. That's it. You're up to date. I hope you have a happy and safe 4th of July, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.